kick the bucket, croak, give up the ghost, whatever. I don't want to leave a house full of junk for my kid. But what I would like to have is a couple of really nice things that he decides to keep just because mom made them. So I started to look around my house. It's not just that. It's also, I can't stand the idea of a box of tissues sitting out. I mean, it looks really tacky to have actual cardboard box of tissues sitting out. I would never have such a thing. So I was thinking, I had this disgusting looking paper Matchbox. I'm unemployed and all I've got is time on my hands, so I can make whatever. I just can't spend a lot of money because I don't have a job. I mean, here or there, people hire me to paint something or draw something, but usually not. I'd rather have things that look like they were handmade than have things that look like they were mass-produced. When you look at the design on a lot of products, they're not pretty enough to keep sitting out open in your house. And they're not treasured. You're just going to throw the thing in the recycle bin again. But still, couldn't they take a little more design time and just come up with something prettier? So much stuff. It's like they're not even thinking about beautifying it or making it cute or making it funny. And I really like funny and cute. But say you're a serious person. There are some serious persons, like people who are stock analysts or like lawyers who prepare wills. But let me ask you this. Do their tissue boxes need to be ugly? Do the sides of RVs need to be so darn hideous? Handmade objects create a sense of fascination, even if they're not perfect. What they do is connect you somehow to the individual maker. All those rough little lines when the writing's not perfect, all that stuff says, oh yeah, a human helped make this. I think we need more human connection. And if you get that from owning something that someone handmade, or you get it from looking someone in the eyes and saying, hey buddy, your fly's unzipped. I guess we need to talk about the elephant in the room. I am making a project here. Okay. I gave you all the measurements. There's a picture right at the end of this video with all of the measurements of each of the different pieces of the boxes in case you wanted to make this project. You don't have to. I don't know why you'd want to make this project, but if you did, you could make yourself a cool little Matchbox. Anyway, everything's listed on a photo at the end, and you can just pause on that screen and write everything down if you so wish. It's important to use real wood glue because that's what works the best, and butt the correct edges against the correct edges. I show in the video sometimes the end cap is on the end of the piece of wood and sometimes it's sitting on top of the piece of wood. That's the only way the measurements work. But if you cut it just a couple of millimeters too big, then you won't have that problem. You can always just trim off a little excess if you don't want to be very specific. That's how I did it the first time. I just kind of figured it as I went along. But now I've kind of got a pattern and it works. I have two of these Matchboxes now, one with a window like this, and then one with no window, and they're exactly the same size. So my measurements were excellent, I must say. Quite proud. I'm using junky folk art craft paint. I don't know where I got it. Maybe, I think somebody gave it to me, and I'm just using it up. But as you can see, I painted the lettering, didn't like it. I ended up painting all over it and just coloring it with pencil, and then using a spray sealer over top. I think it was matte clear acrylic sealer. And then I glued on sandpaper, which kind of sort of worked as a strike paper, but you can actually buy good strike paper on Amazon in sticker form. I just didn't do that. I'm just taking my chances with this stuff for now. It works okay. Hubby says 220 grit is the right one to use with matches. I mean, he looked it up, but I don't know. None of it really worked very well. So I think, if I have to do it again and actually get some of this stuff, I might just buy it online. I'm not sure. Caution, lighting candles can ignite romance. Sparks may fly. So yes, everything needs its safety instructions on it, right? Of course, in extreme close-up view, the paint job looks horrendous. But, this is like 5 times the size of what it is, so it actually looks really cute up close. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments, and here's your list. If you enjoyed this and want more, please subscribe.